Today marks the start of the end. The World Series is finally upon us. We know the two teams that are going to be in it. We got the Houston Astros, the best team from the American League, going up against the Washington Nationals, who came in through the wild card, surprised everybody, but they have shown that they're a team that you definitely have to be careful of. They have a lot of firepower there. As you guys have seen with the prediction videos in the past, we're going to go through every single position, give you the breakdown as to who I think has the advantage at each spot, and then ultimately give you my World Series prediction. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like on it. That's the best way to show your support. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. If you love baseball, click that sub button, join the team. Remember to get in the comment section down below. Let me know who you think is going to win the World Series. And remember, I'm going to be streaming watching the World Series games on Twitch, twitch.tv/GiraffeNeckMarc. So if you want to watch that along with me in the chat, links in the description down below. We're going to be starting around 8 o'clock tonight. And as a final reminder, I've teamed up with Auction of Champions to do a giveaway for 2 baseballs. I've gotten a Aroldis Chapman signed baseball and a Ronald Acuna signed baseball. If you want to have a chance to win one of those baseballs, make sure to head on over to Auction of Champions website, auctionofchampions.com, link in description. Register on their website. Let them know you're signing up through my channel and you will automatically be entered into the giveaway. The winner will be announced the next video after the World Series ends. So the games that we've all been waiting for the entire season, the 2019 World Series, it's going to be a really good one, let's be honest. A lot of people are already counting out the Nationals, but if you saw my video a few days ago, they have a legitimate shot. They're a good team. I believe that they can win the World Series. Now, will they? That's yet to be seen. Let's start off by talking about the starting pitching. You know how we always do it on these videos. We always talk about the pitching first. It's pretty important. And these two teams are definitely built on their starting pitching. This is where they are the strongest. For the Nationals, you pretty much got 4 guys. You got Max Scherzer, you got Steven Strasburg, Patrick Corbin, and Anibal Sanchez. Scherzer, one of the best pitchers in the league. That's obvious. He's won multiple Cy Youngs. He's disgusting. Steven Strasburg in the playoffs is on another level. He pitches incredibly well, and he's been a huge reason why the Nationals have made it this far. Patrick Corbin being used a little bit more out of the bullpen, been a little more effective there, but still a left-handed arm. Got some nasty stuff. That slider is crazy good. And Anibal Sanchez, who's been the surprise of the postseason on the pitching side thus far, he pitched beautifully against the St. Louis Cardinals. He can pitch 5 or 6 innings, get you solid outs when you need it, and maybe even be used out of the pen if you need some outs. For the Astros, Justin Verlander, like a fine wine, he only gets better with age. He's had some rough innings in the postseason, but honestly, as a whole, he's probably had a lot more better innings than he has worse. Garrett Cole's been the best pitcher in the postseason. There's no doubt about that. Him and Verlander battling out for the American League Cy Young. Zach Greinke, really good in the regular season, had a strong performance against the Yankees, but he has been a little bit shaky, and it leaves you sometimes a little nervous. Overall, I'm going to give the starting pitching edge to the Washington Nationals, and it is so very close. But I think Max Scherzer, Strasburg, Corbin, and Sanchez is just a little bit stronger right now than Verlander, Cole, and Greinke. For the bullpen, this one can't get any easier. The Nationals bullpen, it's bad. They've gotten good performances out of the guys that they've used thus far, but the Nationals bullpen is still just not that strong, and if a starting pitcher gets knocked out early for some reason, they're going to be in big trouble. It is going to snowball and possibly cost them the series. Daniel Hudson has been really good. He's been their guy that they've been able to rely on. Sean Doolittle's been getting big lefty outs. He's been solid. Fernando Rodney and Tanner Rainey have kind of been these outliers that have been pitching better than we expected, but will they be able to continue to pitch well in the World Series? Astros bullpen, much stronger. Roberto Osuna, although he has given up some home runs in the 9th, he's been pretty solid. He's gotten the job done. Ryan Presley, strong pitcher, coming off an injury, but he's pitching well. Will Harris has been lights out. He's been their big guy, getting the biggest outs in the playoffs. Joe Smith has come up big. Urquidy has pitched well. Josh James. The list goes on and on for the Astros. They've had a lot of guys step up big time. I think they have the advantage in the bullpen department without a doubt. At the catcher position for the Astros, Robinson Chirinos, Martin Maldonado going up against Yan Gomes and Kurt Suzuki for the Nationals. The Astros catchers, it just didn't really sell me in the postseason thus far. Chirinos, a little better of a hitter. Maldonado, a better catcher. Maldonado's like Cole's personal catcher, so he will definitely get some time in the series. They just aren't doing much at the plate. Whereas Yan Gomes and Kurt Suzuki, while they haven't done a lot on their own, I think offer a lot more offensively, and you don't lose that much defensively with either of those guys behind the dish. So I'm giving the advantage to the Nationals behind the dish at catcher. Yeah, so far the Nationals are leading 2-1. At first base, we got Yuli Gurriel for Houston going up against Ryan Zimmerman of the Nationals. Zimmerman, the original Washington National, he's been there forever. You got to be rooting for this guy. He's come through injuries. He played third base. He's now back at first base. Zimmerman's been hitting really well for the Nationals in the playoffs, but I think I got to give it to Yuli Gurriel. I know Gurriel struggled a little bit in the ALCS, but that home run at the end, I think, is signs of things to come. He was hitting the ball hard all series, just hitting into outs. Yuli Gurriel, I think, is going to have a big impact in the series. I'm going to go with the Astros at first. At second base, we have the battle of the CS MVPs. We have Jose Altuve, the best second baseman in baseball, ALCS MVP, going up against Howie Kendrick, one of the hottest hitters in baseball, and LCS MVP. As hot as Howie Kendrick has been, and as big as an impact as he's made for the Washington Nationals, I would be crazy to take anybody but Jose Altuve right now. When Jose Altuve gets into a playoff game, he gets gets into MVP mode immediately. Not to say that he's not in that all year, but he takes it to another level. He stepped up big time in the series against the Yankees. He carried this team. They weren't hitting with runners in scoring position. They weren't getting the big hit. Jose Altuve was getting on base. Jose Altuve was getting the big hits. Plays a good second base. He's the little engine that could. I'm picking Jose Altuve. He's definitely my choice at second. Shortstop, we got Carlos Correa going up against Trey Turner. I'm a big Carlos Correa fan. Like, I think he's so good, especially when he's healthy. And I think defensively, he's made some big plays for the Astros. He's definitely going to be important. I just don't know if I value him a little more than Trey Turner right now. Trey Turner and the ability to get on base, the ability to steal a bag, steal 2 bags every single time he steps on first base is so big to me. And he still has pop in the bat. I think him and Correa are very similar players. Correa obviously has more pop, but I think the impact that they make is similar. What sets Trey Turner apart is going to be that speed for me at the top of the order. He changes the feel of the game when he gets on the base paths. I'm giving the advantage to the Nationals. At third base, oh my goodness, I can't believe I have to choose here. You're making me choose? Alex Bregman versus Anthony Rendon, 2 third basemen that I love to watch play the game of baseball. If you are just a straight up fan of baseball, you are going to be excited to watch the battle between Bregman and Rendon. They both play third base very well. They're both insanely good hitters for average, for power, getting on base. Whatever you want to see from a third baseman, they've got it. Who do I pick in this scenario? Alex Bregman, arguably the AL MVP, might beat Mike Trout. Anthony Rendon, arguably the NL MVP. Who do I think is going to have a bigger series? Oh, this is so tough. Who do I think is going to have a bigger series? I think I got to go with Bregman. I got to go with my guy Bregman. Maybe it's because I want the Astros to win instead of the Nationals, just so, you know, like the Mets do play them. I don't want to see them win. So maybe it's just me picking Bregman because I want him to play better, but I think it's going to be Alex Bregman. That's going to be my choice at third base. I don't know if I like it, but I'm picking Bregman at third. To the outfield we go, where we start off in left field, where we got Juan Soto going up against Michael Brantley. Michael Brantley, solid player. There's nothing wrong with him. He plays a good outfield, made a big play against the Yankees in Game 6. Smacks the ball to all fields. I mean, again, just a solid all-around player. But he's going up against Juan Soto. Did you guys know Juan Soto's only 20 years old? Yeah, Juan Soto's only 20. Juan Soto hits for power. He gets on base. He hits for average. The only thing he doesn't do is he's pretty rough out in the outfield, out in left field. He's a little shaky. But I'm not picking against Juan Soto, especially with the Astros having no left-handed guys in the bullpen and no left-handed guys in the starting rotation. Miley, he's not on the roster. I gotta pick Juan Soto here over Brantley. I just see Juan Soto possibly having a monster series right now. He looked like he started to get a little bit more locked in towards the end of the Cardinal series. He's so good. In center field, we have George Springer going up against Victor Robles / Michael Taylor. They were using Robles a little bit more towards the end of the Cardinal series as he was feeling healthier, but you never know. You probably will see a little bit of both there. This one's easy. It's George Springer. He's so good, especially in the postseason. This guy, again, just like Jose Altuve, goes to another level. We saw him win the World Series MVP back in 2017. He's shown that he can step up in big moments in the playoffs. Plays a very solid center field. I'm a big George Springer fan, and it's nothing against Robles or Taylor. It's just that Springer is the better player. That's who I have to pick in center field. Right field feels a little bit like the forgotten position in this series. You got Adam Eaton for the Washington Nationals going up against either Josh Reddick, Kyle Tucker, / Jake Marisnick, because I'll throw him in there as one of the third outfielders. For the Astros, Reddick hit a home run, but not much offensive production from him. Kyle Tucker didn't really look great thus far in the postseason. Kind of a bit of a free swinger, might be in a little bit over his head right now. Whereas Adam Eaton does all the little things the Nationals need in that 2-hole. Can hit and run, can bunt a guy over, gets on base, plays a good right field. I think I'm going to give the advantage to the Nationals here. Adam Eaton is like low-key kind of an underrated player in this series. For those of you who really enjoy watching baseball, watch what this guy does on the field during the World Series, specifically at the plate. Notice when Trey Turner's on, what he's doing, where he's trying to hit the ball. The dude's always thinking ahead. In the World Series, where every out and every run matters, he could make an impact on a game. So Nationals in right field. And then the final position is going to be the DH spot, where we're going to go with Yordan Alvarez for the Astros, up against maybe Matt Adams, Brian Dozier, kind of just the whole bench for the Nationals. As much as I want to pick Yordan Alvarez, he has looked lost. He doesn't look like he's the rookie of the year at all right now. He looks like he's a guy that they just found off the street and they're like, hey, try to hit a baseball. Not looking good. He was exposed in that Yankee series. He looked terrible. He seems in between every single pitch. He doesn't know whether to swing or to take. Obviously, he has the potential to break out and be like an MVP type player in this series, but right now he looks bad. And I think just the fact that the Nationals can kind of throw whoever they want in at the DH spot for the matchup is going to be big. Matt Adams could be that guy. Big left-handed bat. A lot of right-handed pitchers for the Astros. It kind of makes a lot of sense there. So I'm going to give the slight advantage to the Nationals, but I do know that Yordan Alvarez is probably going to go off. It's just I can't pick the guy right now when he looks like a guy who's never played baseball before. So I think my advantages technically goes like 6-5. I think Nationals versus Astros, but I don't know if I can pick against the Astros. I really don't. They just took down the Yankees. I know we're all doubting the Nationals because we said, oh, this was pretty much the World Series already in the ALCS. They've kind of got that underdog spirit, but man, the Astros are so good. They're so good. I think this one goes the full 7 games. I think it goes the distance. I think the Astros win in 7. Oh, it's so tough. It's so tough. I think in a short series, the Nationals actually have an advantage, but as the series gets longer and longer, the Astros definitely have the advantage there. I just don't see this series being a quick one, which is why I have to go with the Astros. 7 games. They beat the Washington Nationals, 2019 World Series champions. World Series MVP, I'm sticking with my boy, the little engine that could, Jose Altuve. I picked him in my bracket for the $500,000 at the start of the postseason. I'm sticking with Jose Altuve as being the World Series MVP, capping off one of the best postseasons that he's probably going to ever have in his career. I would love to know who you guys think is going to win it all. Down in the comments below, let me know. You got the Nationals, you got the Astros. Who's your MVP? I'd love to hear what you have to say. Remember to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. That's the best way to show your support, as well as subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content we have coming at you in the next couple weeks. And that is going to wrap up today's video. We start the 2019 World Series today. I'm of course going to be streaming on twitch.tv/GiraffeNeckMarc, so if you want to watch that along with me, head on over there tonight. Thank you so much for watching, guys. The season's almost over, but the videos are not done yet. You know the drill from here on out. YouTube recommends you watch this video right here, as well as this is my most recent upload, so click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. Bye.